Look, 75 years ago, we entered into a treaty with our NATO allies to be there for them. It was negotiated by the president, which is what our law is, but it was ratified by a 2/3 vote of the United States Senate, which is also what our law is. We've just recently passed a law that says that you can't reverse that without the 2/3 vote of the United States Senate. So people were arguing whether a president could take us out unilaterally. We have answered that question. United States law is it would take a 2/3 vote of the United States Senate to get out. That is never going to happen. Having said that, we urge our friends over here to meet the agreement that we all had about 2% of spending for defense. There's, I think, 16 countries there now, maybe as many as 18 soon. We're going to celebrate the 75th anniversary of NATO in Washington, D.C. this summer. We'd like to see everybody at 2% at that time. Talk about it happening in years in the future isn't now. And we're always interested in now. So that's helpful to the relationship, is everybody keep the commitments that they made.
And I'd like to get your thoughts also on this ongoing process of providing further aid to Ukraine. It passed the Senate, it hasn't passed the House, it hasn't been brought to the floor at all. What's your message to the lawmakers in the House?
I was a governor. This is my 44th year in the Senate. Something I learned over those years is never try to tell the House how to do their business. But let me tell you how I think it's going to proceed. Look, it got the bill got a 70% vote in the Senate. I think the support for it in the House is about the same. Right now, there's some procedural issues. The Speaker has trouble putting the bill on the floor for a lot of internal political reasons. But there are a couple of other ways forward. When you have a vote or support of 70% of a body, usually procedural issues do not win the day. It will be the substance that wins the day. So there's a couple of very viable avenues forward. I think that happens. I think it's going to happen in the very near future. I'm cautiously optimistic that that's going to happen, and most of my allies in the Senate feel the same way.
So your message to the Ukrainian delegation here is that they can count on U.S. financial support soon?
Right. I just met with President Zelensky less than an hour ago, and we had this conversation. And I gave him the same message that I gave to you. Look, these things, we are a robust democracy. There's always debate on these things, and you have to let the process work. So we are cautiously optimistic that help will be there soon. We're obviously so proud and appreciative of our European allies that they have stepped up and put $50 billion on the table. It's our turn. We intend to do that soon.